here we are. The game is this Sunday. All week long here on the Sports Hub, they've been interviewing people all across the country to give their opinion on the New England Patriots. We'll react to some of those within the next hour or so. But let's just talk about the game itself for a minute. 49ers have been the best team in the NFC all year long. Consistent running game, good defense, the way their offense is run, they can put anybody at quarterback, it seems, right? There's another storyline. Brock Purdy has a chance to be Mr. Irrelevant, the last player picked, last quarterback in that draft. And really, all the quarterbacks that have won of late, and I'll take Nick Foles out of that, and that's no disrespect to him, but all the quarterbacks who have won Super Bowls have been all-time greats. And you can say, well, Joe, what about Matt Stafford? I think as a guy who was drafted number 1 overall, he's a great quarterback. At some point, you might have to look at his statistics, and who knows what happens. Maybe McVay goes to another one. Maybe the Rams win too. Most quarterbacks who win a Super Bowl are great quarterbacks. I took Nick Foles out of it. But what Patrick Mahomes has done, what Tom Brady has done, what Ben Roethlisberger did, what Peyton Manning did, what Kurt Warner tried to do, those guys are great quarterbacks. Yep, there's a one-off every once in a while. The Joe Flacco's of the world happened, but you know what? Flacco's a good quarterback, or at least was when he was with the Ravens. And you know what? Made it to a playoff this year. But great quarterbacks generally win the big game. And this is the story. It's Brock Purdy, who was a good player at Iowa State and played at a high level, but was considered too small, not a strong enough arm, not an NFL body. He was the last player taken and has a chance to win the Super Bowl. And I think that's a story, and he has a chance to take down now someone trying to chase history, trying to chase a dynasty. That's what the Chiefs have a chance to be. The last team to win back-to-back was the New England Patriots. The Chiefs have a chance to do that. It's not so much about what Patrick Mahomes can be versus Tom Brady. That's not the conversation yet. The conversation is, can the Chiefs match what Tom Brady did and the Patriots? They're 2-point underdogs for the game. The 49ers are loaded all over. But can their quarterback make the decisions to win the game? Jimmy Garoppolo was there years ago, had the opportunity to knock out Mahomes and the Chiefs. When it came down to a big play, he couldn't make it. Can Brock Purdy make that play? And would you bet on it? I'll give you my pick coming up in just a little bit. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. And listen, I just saw a big bet come in from a sharp in Vegas for over $650,000 on the 49ers. I'll tell you right now, most of the country, the public has the Chiefs. People can't understand how the Chiefs are underdogs. And I will tell you this right now. It's hard to be an underdog 3 games in a row and win in the biggest game. The Chiefs did that last year against the Eagles. They did it. Can they do it again? If they they're a dynasty. 617-779-0985. The Patriots are making moves. Today they bring back Mr. February. Dante Hightower. Good name, right? Good nickname. Here he is. Linebackers coach. Good fit. Right, came in, lineage at running back at the linebacker position. Teddy Bruschi's number, right? Willie McGinnis locker. We've heard all the stories. He's been a playmaker in big games. Now, the linebackers coach here in New England, and I will tell you this. I floated this out there the other day based off Greg Bedard's report from the Boston Sports Journal about Gerard Mayo and his buyout. A year ago, Gerard Mayo mentioned that Dante Hightower would be a great... He goes, if I was the coach of the team, and he even mentioned Dante Hightower, it's happened. So don't think for a second that Bill Belichick maybe knew this was his last year and that the Krafts were pushing him out because, oh, ho-hum, Gerard Mayo had a buyout. Elliott Wolf never interviewed with anybody else, and now they're both running things. And now Mayo's bringing in his guys. Wolf's bringing in his guys. But who now has more power? It's the Krafts. Don't forget that. One final thing before we go to break. I called Bill O'Brien a suspect. I never thought it was going to work with Mac Jones coming back to the NFL and with the Patriots. That was a fact. I was on it from day one. It didn't work out. He went to Ohio State. I thought that would have been the best path for him to win, be successful again, and be a coach again, whether it was in the NFL or somewhere else. I thought the move to Boston College when it was first reported would have been a home run hire for the BC Eagles. So as critical as I was about Bill O'Brien going from Alabama to the Patriots, I think it's one of the best moves the program has made in probably 25 years. Because their moves are suspect. They don't want to be a stepping stone school. They don't spend money to bring people to the program. It's going to be hard to compete with Clemson, UNC, NC State, and some of these other schools. Syracuse doesn't have the pull anymore like they did. Bill O'Brien can attract talent. Bill O'Brien, we'll find out if he's still a good coach. I believe it's a home run hire for BC. And it all starts off September 2nd against Florida State. And I'll say this to BC. Take a bow.